Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. And I hope that you might have done all the homework that I have given to you yesterday. Today we are going to learn first the differences between receipts and payments account and income and expenditure account. We know very well because we are learning these both accounts only till now. Receipts and payments account and income and expenditure account. It is very easy and it is the 3-mark question. So you have to study. Only 6 points are available. You learn all those things. And any 3 or 4 you have to write. Okay. Basis. First one, purpose. We know what is, for which purpose we are preparing this receipts and payments account. So to know the cash receipts and cash payments. Cash receipts and cash payments. Then what is the purpose of preparing income and expenditure account? Whether there is any surplus or deficit is calculated. That is the purpose that we are preparing this income and expenditure account. Surplus, we know it is excess of income over expenditure. And deficit, excess of expenditure over income. So here we can find out the cash in hand or cash at bank at the end. Okay, cash at bank or cash in hand at the end. We are preparing all the cash receipts and cash payment. That may be one purpose. But in this account, after preparing, we are calculating the cash in hand or cash at bank at the end of the period. Okay, that is the purpose. Here, by entering all the income and expenditure, we are calculating, we are finding out the surplus or deficit on that particular date. Okay, then the second one is nature of account. We know receipts and payments account is a real account. And here it is a nominal account. Then it is like cash book. Like cash book. It is like profit and loss account. Income and expenditure is like profit and loss account. Then we are entering all the cash receipts on the debit side. All cash payments on the credit side. Here all expenditure on the debit side and all income on the credit side. Okay, that is the nature. Then basis of accounting. Which basis is followed? There are 3 bases of accounting: cash basis, accrual basis and mixed basis. That accrual basis are also called mercantile basis. Then this mixed basis is also called hybrid basis. Okay, so now which basis we follow in the receipts and payments account? Cash basis. Actual cash payment. Actual cash receipts are entered. Here non-cash items are excluded. Okay, non-cash items are excluded. We never enter. We omit them. Okay, non-cash items are omitted. Here it is based on accrual basis. Accrual basis. We enter non-cash items also. What are the non-cash items? Example, depreciation, then outstanding expense, then prepaid expense, then accrued income but not received. All these are included in this income and expenditure account. Then opening and closing balance. here it starts with opening balance, isn't it? Opening balance and ends with closing balance. Closing balance of cash and bank. Cash and bank. Okay. It starts with the opening balance of cash in hand and cash at bank and ends with the closing balance of cash in hand and cash at bank. But here there is no opening balance. Okay. No opening balance. But it ends with what? Either surplus or deficit. If there is more income, we get surplus. That will be at the end. Then if there is more expense, we will get deficit. That will be written in the end. Okay. Then the next one is nature of items. Nature of items. Here, all the receipts, actual receipts and actual payments are entered here irrespective of the nature. We never worry about the nature of the items. What is the nature? Either it is capital or revenue. Capital receipts or capital payments or then revenue receipts and revenue payments. Everything will be included in the receipts and payments account. But in the income and expenditure account, we consider the nature of items. But which items we enter? Only the revenue items are entered. Okay? Only the revenue items are entered. All the capital items will be entered in the balance sheet. Okay? Then the last one, period. Which period will be entered? Then all the items, irrespective of the nature and irrespective of the time period, all actual receipts and payments. Okay, all payment and receipts of all period, whether it is related to the current year or if it is the previous year, that means the last year, or if it is related to the next year, that is subsequent year. Subsequent year means next year. Okay. So whether a payment or receipt is related to the current year or previous year or next year, all the receipts and payments are included in the receipts and payments account. But only the receipts and payments, that means income and expenditure related to the current year, only will be entered in the income and expenditure account. Current year. Then if any adjustments, if any items that we have received in advance in the last year, that is related to the current year, that also will be added along with this one. Then we make the adjustments. Okay, adjustments are also made. Adjustments are also made along with the. Here we can say one more point also. If you write, you can think and write. Okay. Here no adjustments are made. Here we make adjustments that as related to the outstanding expense, prepaid expense, everything. Okay. Income accrued. So you might have understood and you learn all this one very easy only. Now we are going to learn some about the treatment of some of the revenue receipts. For example, subscription received. That is the famous item that we are going to do many adjustments with the subscription. other items we may not have many adjustments. Only along with the subscription only we have to make many adjustments that we are going to learn as a separate one. Here what we have to think is what is related to that particular year. Okay, the current year. What we are learning only we are going to do. That's all. Nothing newly we are going to learn. What we have learned only we are going to apply here. So only one item is given. Example, the subscription. So you have to calculate that subscription related to the current year. So if any that previous year's subscription received is added along with the current year, so we have to deduct. Okay, if it is previous years we have to deduct, and the same way we have to deduct the next year's subscription if we receive in the current year. We have to deduct this one. Then what should be added? Any outstanding subscription that we have to receive this much subscription. Any outstanding subscription we have to add, or some subscription they might have received in the previous year. Last year they might have received, that is related to this current year. Okay, subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance in which year? In the previous year. That also must be added. You might have understood the last one. This subscription they received in advance. That means they received last year, but that is related to which year? Current year. So we are adding that one. This one, this year's outstanding. Okay, this year we need to receive some subscription that should be added, and this one, the previous years we might have received this year, so we should deduct that one to show the current years. The next year's subscription if we receive this year, that also should be deducted. That's all. Nothing difficult. Only this four you have to see, and only one rule is there. We have to take only the current year's subscription. Anything previous years, next years we have to add. Current year's outstanding we need to add. Last year they received in advance, but that is related to this current year, so we are adding that one. Okay, you have to think that subscription is related to which year. Now the same item, this subscription received, how this will appear in the balance sheet? You know where they will appear in the profit and loss account. In the profit and loss account it will appear on the credit side. Sorry, not profit and loss account, income and expenditure account. We will enter all the income on the credit side, isn't it? Income. Here subscription we will write, isn't it? What should we add? Then less, like that we are writing. In the balance sheet we write assets and liabilities, isn't it? Asset side, if that subscription that received in advance is a liability. Okay, that subscription received in advance we have to write in the liability side. And outstanding subscription is an asset. We need to get that one, so it is an asset we have to show in the asset side. Outstanding subscription. It is very easy, the treatment of the subscription in the final accounts. Okay, where it will come in income and expenditure account, income side. Then that particular item outstanding, where it will come, it is outstanding is an asset. Outstanding subscription received in, not this one, this one, next year's subscription we have received in advance. Okay, this one no, here this one next year's subscription. So it is a liability. We have to adjust this one in the next year. So it is a liability we are writing. Subscription received in advance. That's all. So now I will explain one illustration. Okay, I will show that illustration to you. I will explain the same thing. You will understand easily. From the following details, calculate the amount that will be shown as subscription in income and expenditure account for the year ending 31st March 2017. Subscription received for 2015-16, 16-17, 17-18. Total given. Then adjustment. Subscription outstanding for the year 16-17. So here the present year, the current year is what? The middle one, 16-17. Because 31st March 17 ending, isn't it? So 16-17 is the current year. So subscription outstanding. So this one is, you have to check only this one, whether it is related to current year. This is related to current year. We need to receive, isn't it? Subscription outstanding means we need to receive. So that is related to this year. So what we should do? We should add. Then subscription for 16-17 received in 15-16. When they have received this one, which years? 16-17, this year's. But they have received in 15-16. So this also we have to add. So just you have to see which year subscription. Okay, we need to add. Okay, now I will show how to do this one. First we have to write the number, then the heading, income and expenditure account. The name of that company is not given. So in the books of no need. Income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2017. Here one page also we can use, but for one item, otherwise we may not use. Okay, but this part must be very small, and the other part where we are writing, no, that part will be more. So here two columns, income, expenditure, one amount column, small I have written. Okay, now we have to write by subscription. By subscription. In the inner column we have to write the amount. The 16-17 amount is given 60,000. You keep the book with you. Okay, keep open the book with you and see whether you are able to understand. Then add the first one. Okay, outstanding subscription. Both we have to add. Outstanding subscription. Since we need to add both, we can write outstanding subscription. Both we can add and write also. Or separately also you can write. Okay. Outstanding subscription. What is given for 2017. 16-17 we are to write. Okay. How much? 2,400. Adjustments. Then again subscription for subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance. Which year? 2015-16 for 16-17. Okay, how much? 1,000. Or simply you can write add outstanding subscription of 16-17. You can write bracket 2,400 plus 1,000. So now add and write everything together. 63,400. That's okay. Now we will see the next illustration. How the following items will appear in the final accounts of a club for the year ending 31st March 2019. Receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st March 2019. Receipts had given to subscription 17-18, 18-19, 19-20. Current year is 18-19 because it ends, the date ends March 19. So current year 48,000. There are 300 members in the club, each paying an annual subscription of rupees 200 per annum. subscription still outstanding for the year 2017-18 is 1000. So here we need to calculate the outstanding subscription. Why this sentence is given? That particular year, how much subscription should come? 300 into 200. We will get 60,000. So 60,000 we need to receive. But actually how much we have received? 48,000. Okay. So the remaining 12,000 is the outstanding. Okay, 12,000 is the outstanding for the present year. Okay, now here they have asked that how it will appear in the final accounts, not only in the income and expenditure account. So we need to show this how these items will appear in the balance sheet also. Okay, in the balance sheet what we have to do, this outstanding subscription, that 12,000 is what asset, isn't it? That we will write asset side. Then one more is given now, subscription still outstanding for the year 17-18. This outstanding we should not write in the income and expenditure account because it is not related to the current year, it is related to the previous year. Okay, so that is still remaining. Some people did not pay the subscription, so this also should be shown on the asset side, including that 12,000 plus 1,000, 13,000 will come in the balance sheet. Okay, now I will write and show. That question number, then the heading, then column you have to draw and write income, rupees. This since we need to write this income side, you write that one bigger column, this one smaller column. That you cannot do in the accountancy notebook. So you have to do using the both the sides. Okay, here I am writing on the one page. Okay, now income side only we are going to write by subscription. Very easy only, very simple. If you that you have to understand, that's all. If any doubt you can ask me. That subscription given in the receipt side for the present year 2018-19 is 48,000. So add outstanding subscription. Outstanding subscription we have to calculate. I think you have understood. Okay. Because for that only they have given the that line, 300 members in the club, each paying an annual subscription of rupees 200. So the 300 into 200, 60,000 we must receive, but actually we have received 48,000. So the remaining 12,000 is the outstanding. So totally how much we will get? 60,000. Okay, that is the that is the treatment of the subscription in income and expenditure account. Then balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2019. Okay, both the side we need to write. You use both the pages. Okay, I am missing only one page. Here assets, rupees, liabilities. You write fully. Then outstanding subscription. This will come in the asset side. Because it is an asset. Next year we can receive that one, isn't it? So it is the asset. How much? 12,000. Then in the adjustment, the second adjustment, subscription still outstanding for the year 17-18 is 1,000. That is the previous year. Previous year still outstanding. That is also outstanding subscription of 2017-18. This is also 1,000. Okay. This one only two items. That's all. Next problem we will see. Okay. Then here we have one more item. That is in the receipt side, the third one, 1920. that also we have received, isn't it? 1920, next year's subscription we have received in this year. So that is a liability. So subscription received in advance also should be written. Subscription received in advance. That is liability, how much given? 3,000. That is given in the receipts and payments account in that column. Okay, the third 1920s. 3,000. That's all. Okay. See this illustration. How will the following items appear in the final accounts? If they ask final accounts, we need to show both the accounts. First one, income and expenditure account, then the balance sheet of a club for the year ending 31st March 2017. A club received subscription 25,000 during the year. This includes subscription 2,000 for 15-16, 1,500 for the year 17-18. Subscription of rupees 500 is still outstanding for the year 16-17. So what is the current year? You have to check. What is the current year? 17. So 16-17 is the current year. So that club received how much amount? 25,000. And this includes, that means what is not needed, we have to deduct this one. Okay. This includes subscription 2,000 for 15-16. So this is the last year's. So we have to deduct this one. Then 1,500 for 17-18 next year. That also should be deducted. Then subscription of 500 is still outstanding for the year 16-17. So 16-17 is the current year. This should be added. I think you might have understood this one. Whether I have to do and show this one? Just I will show. Okay, students. This illustration is very easy only. That's why I am showing. Okay. So here to write income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2017. Income by subscription 25,000. We have to deduct the previous year 15-16, 17-18. As I have told you, that too you have to deduct. Outstanding subscription we have to add. You will write in the outer column. Then how this will appear in the balance sheet? Here outstanding subscription of 16-17 is the asset. Okay. Then received in advance. Subscription received in advance. You see 17-18. Next year's we have received this year. That should be written in the liability side. Subscription received in advance. I think you might have understood this one as per the previous one only. That's why I have shown this in the book itself. The next one I will do and show. Okay. Now we will read. Compute income from subscription for the year 2018 from the following particulars relating to a club. 2018 beginning, closing figures. Outstanding subscription. This beginning means what? Last year's. Okay, last year's only they have given. So this one, this year's outstanding. Here subscription received in advance. So this one you have to think, not beginning means last year you think. Okay, this is the last year, this is the current year. You have to think. So last year they have received in advance. That means what? It is related to the current year. Okay, this one received in advance. This year they have received the end. So this is related to the next year. Okay, then subscription received during the year 1,50,000. So along with this 1,50,000, what should be added? What should be deducted? I will show this one. So here they have asked compute income from subscription. That is why we have not written that account name. Okay, simply calculation of income from subscription. You can write like that. Okay, so particulars rupees 2 column you write. For first, subscription received. Subscription received during 2018, 1,50,000. Okay, 1,50,000. Then what should be added, what should be deducted? So here the first column given outstanding subscription. Outstanding subscription and subscription received in advance, two columns they have given. The first one is last year's subscription, isn't it? So you leave it. The next one, current year's subscription. So that we have to add. Okay, add outstanding subscription for 2018. How much? 7,000. One by one also you can do. 7,000. Then next what should be added? The first we got to, okay, that's 7,000. The next line you see, subscription received in advance. That means that 3,000 they have received in advance which year? Last year. So that is related to this year. So you have to add again, add subscription received in subscription received in 2017 for 2018. That is 2018, but they received in 17. How much? 3,000. Now we should add everything and write there. Now the other two items. Okay. So what we have to do? The first outstanding subscription. That is 10,000. 10,000 is outstanding subscription. It is related to the last year. So we need to deduct less outstanding subscription of 2017, 10,000. Then less, you see the second column, last one, that one 5,000 subscription received in advance in this year 2018. So okay, that means related to the next year. So that one, subscription received in advance, subscription received in advance, which year? This year we are 2018 we have received. Okay, received in advance in 2018, but it's related to 2019. Okay, that we should not take. So 5,000. Add this one and write there and we will deduct. Or one by one we have to deduct. Okay, 10,000, 15,000. So we will get 1,45,000. That is the net amount. Income from subscription. Income from subscription. That's all. Okay, one more illustration is there. We will see now. Illustration 12. From the following particulars, show how the item subscription will appear in the income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2018. So only in the income and expenditure account. Subscription received in 2018, 16,000, which includes 3,000 for 17 and 5,000 for 19. Subscription outstanding for the year 18, 4,000. Subscription 2,000 was received in advance for 18 in the year 17. This one as same as the 10th one. That's why I will show how it is done. Okay, very easy only. So first, at income and expenditure account, expenditure income side should be very large. So by subscription received, okay, during the year 16,000. This includes what 3000 for 17. So this must be deducted, isn't it? So we have to write less subscription received for 2018. 3000 we have to deduct. Then write the balance 13,000. Next 5,000 for 19. This also should be deducted. So subscription received for 19, 5,000. Then subscription outstanding for the year 4,000. So this is related to this current year. So we need to add this one. So add subscription. Due is the other word for outstanding. Understand? You can write due or outstanding. 4,000 we should add. So 12,000. Then subscription of 2,000 was received in advance for 18 in the year 17. So this is related to this year. Which year? This year, 18. So that also must be added. So add received in advance in 2017 for 2018. So 2000 we should add 14,000 we have got. Okay. This one here we have seen around 4 or 5 problems. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So all these problems, these illustrations only is given in the exercise. So try to do that one, very easy only. The same model. So you must understand and do. Okay, don't look at the illustration and do, because you have to see the only logic is that in that income or subscription received are related to that particular current year only must be taken, all the others should be excluded, omitted. That's all. Okay. Thank you, students.